Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so excited. Um, Welcome to Room Talk with Tony. Uh, this is my ever first episode. Oh, first and first, this is not wine. This is water and ice. And one thing I get to understand about turning 40 and hitting 40 is once you turn 40, you need to start paying a whole lot of attention to your health. Stop drinking, stop smoking, start drinking a lot of water. So yeah, that being said, just 1 second. Mm, water and ice. Cheers or cheers to my first channel and my first talk. So what are we doing? Okay, first let's turn down this music. Uh, the song playing in the background is, funny enough, Cisco. So today I'm going to talk about music. Like, first and first, music is my first love. That's one thing I can't imagine a world without music. I can't imagine, us existing without music. Is literally impossible. Growing up, music was a big thing, right? I grew up to a father who plays a lot of music. I grew up listening to. I think I would have been an artist, maybe a producer or a DJ or something. I still don't understand how I got into tech, but yes, music was a big part of growing up. My dad, I remember Christmas when my dad used to play a lot of Jim Reeves, and growing up I had a lot of James Brown on, Hot Chocolate, Rolls Royce, The Police, Sting, Isaac Hayes. There was a lot of Isaac Hayes. So and also I had a brother that comes back from school and deafens the whole streets playing what's Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper just came out. I think that was 92, 93. Salt and Pepper just came out then, so he used to blow a lot of Salt and Pepper then, and yes, so I grew up listening to a lot of music, so it became a thing for me. Like, if you really want to get me, no music. So this album, this Unleash the Dragon album, Unleash the Dragon was one album. I think it was in 1999. I can remember. My sister came from the UK. I met her for the first time in a very long time. She came from the UK. Then I was in Agbo, and she bought me this small tape cassette player that had CD on top of it. And one of the albums she bought with that CD was Unleash the Dragon, Cisco. I can't forget. So there's this track I really loved in the album. Let me share this track. I think it was a double CD album, right? It was a double CD album. And one of my best songs in this CD was a song called Incomplete, right? I think let me play Incomplete. Some of you might remember. The thing is, I think Unleash the Dragon album had a lot of underrated songs in it. There were loads of songs in Unleash the Dragon album that people did not really pay attention to. It was just a thong song, and Enchantment Passing Through was really big, and You Are Everything was, it had like a couple of songs that were like hits, but the main good songs in this album were not really popular. Like, people really did not hear the song. So let me share one of that. Okay, this Incomplete song. hmm, I think I toasted two girls with that song. There are two or three girls back then in school, right? I wrote lyrics to a couple of girls with that song. Okay, let's do this. Because of the restrictions on YouTube, I'm not going to play the whole song, so I'm just going to give you snippets. So let's do this. So let's go. So it goes like this. The beginning, I think he did some crazy ad libs in the songs. I'm like, listen. Bright lights, a fancy restaurants, everything in this world I could tell you, in 99, 98, I think I was in my final year in secondary school, and when this song came out, it was from their covers to my covers, wanna lay with me, ain't no fortune still can find. just a moment running out of time. So the lyrics is actually a very love. It's so sad that songs these days it's hard for you to find a song today that you can woo a woman with. It's hard, literally almost impossible, you know. But this song was. Now let me get to the point where that really got me in this song. Hold on. Okay, I think it's here. Listen. All the world. Yeah. Just give me my baby. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Even though it seems I've got everything. I remember then in secondary school where we used to have this literary and debating days, right? Where we go to different schools to debate, and I used to represent my school then, Benava Grammar School, and I used to rap. Then we had Wyclef, and it was crazy. I guess in some of my friends then in school, I think they'll be laughing when they watch this. Promise like we can't. He remember he then Uche Onyekpe, Ijoma Onyekpe, a couple of friends that we used to do that with. So Incomplete was one song. Then there's another song, right? There was Addicted. I think Addicted was like follow through with Incomplete. It was like a back-to-back, thing. So yeah. This was good.
Damn, when don't I think about you? Every day. Every night.
So I'm gonna be doing this. I'm going to be playing some songs in like every episode of this. I'm going to be playing some songs. Like if you have any songs that you think, or any album, right? Basically, I'll be doing albums. I'll be creating playlists. I will create playlists right here, right? I'll be doing albums. I'll be creating playlists. I'll be, doing a whole lot of stuff that has to do with music. If you have any type of song that you think drives you down memory lane or create something, you could actually put it on the comment section, like right on the comment section. Just you could make your own list, right? Then I will go through your list, make your own list, and put it on the comment section. I'm going to look for your songs on the list. Then I think maybe on the next episode I will touch on your list. So the thing is, let me say this, like sometimes I'm talking to people and I hear somebody say, I ask somebody, oh, do you like music? The person will be like, oh, I love music. Then the person goes on to tell me what genre of music, or maybe I play a genre of music. Let's say, for example, I play a rap song. I'll be like, oh, I don't listen to rap. Then I'm like, okay, and you love music, you don't listen to rap. So the thing about loving music is the same thing about being a foodie, right? You don't have any genre. Like you love music. Like when people that have genres, like a special kind of songs they like, I don't categorize them as music lovers. I categorize them as music listeners. They listen to music. They don't love music. Music lovers don't have any genre. Like they listen to everything across, from jazz to rap to hip hop to eclectic listeners, right? That's what I call music lovers. It's like foodies. When somebody said, oh, I'm a foodie, and you choose food, like, oh, I eat this, no, you're not a foodie. You are not, foodies literally want to eat everything, right? So the same thing on music. So anyways, enough of that. Addicted was a good song in this album. So another, I think one of the, Unleash the Dragon. I prefer Got to Get It, right? So let's see. So Sexual. Oh, lest I forget. So Sexual. Oh, crap. Why did I forget? So Sexual, track 6. It's fire, man. Listen. Oh, actually, I think So Sexual should be my number 2 song on this album. That's my number 2 song. Incomplete is number 1. Number 2 is So Sexual. This song is fire, man. It's giving me a chill every time I think about the love we made. Makes my heart sink deep into my soul everywhere I go. Okay, before I finish singing the whole song, um, So Sexual is my number 2 song on this album. Then my number 3 song on this album should be How Can I Love You Tonight? Right? How Can I Love You Tonight? Yeah, How Can I Love You Tonight was a song I discovered after normally when I listen to an artist, I love listening to his catalogs, right? I'm the kind of guy that wants to play an album. I don't play singles. Like I don't play the popular songs in the album. I start from the least popular song on the album, especially if the popular song is really good. I want to see how, creative and also discover artists, right? I think in this show I'm going to play some songs of artists I discovered, right? But for this one, How Can I Love You is number 3. So my number 4 would be the obvious hit of the album, Thong Song. Everybody know this one. Everybody know this one. Everybody know this one. Everybody know this one. So Thong Song is definitely my number 4. Number 4 song. Listen.
Who that dress so scandalous? And you know another nigga can handle it. So you're shaking that thing like who's the bitch?
So everybody knows this one, really. Like if you're born if you grew up in the 90s and 2000s, 2001, this was your anthem. Like it was literally an anthem. The history of this song is actually very funny. I'll tell the history another time. So Got to Get It will go to number 5.
See what I wanna do.
Got to Get It would be number 5. I really didn't feel Got to Get It much, but I think it was, for me, Got to Get It for me was more like a herd mentality kind of thing, because everybody was playing the hard feeling, so it wasn't. Then Honest the Dragon came in next. The dragon. Dun, dun, dun. I remember this was my last year in secondary school. There were in secondary school there were some songs that were really hot then. I think when I was in GSS 3, it was mainly Rubber Dub. Gen Z's listening to this they won't know what Rubber Dub is, so that's why people call it dance hall or whatever, man. But Rubber Dub was big in 97, 96, 97, 98. Rubber Dub was really big. So yes, Unleash the Dragon. Listen, I can definitely get the dragon out. La 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 la. Y'all niggas go make me unleash the dragon. So yes, that's my list for this album. The tracks, I think it's my top 5 or whatever songs in this album. This album was good. It happens to be the first album I'm basically going through and seeing how, I think if you're born in the 90s, Cisco, you were big on Cisco, but something happened. Now, Cisco's second album came out the same time one of the biggest album of that time dropped, right? Cisco's Return of the Dragon came out the same time Usher dropped. I think it was Confession 8701. Like the two albums dropped at the same time. Like forgive my language, but how do you drop an album the same time with Usher? Like, you don't do that. Like in the 90s to 2000, you don't release an album the same time with Usher. Nobody's gonna listen to you. And the two albums that came out at that period, It's 701 and Confession, were like some of Usher's greatest albums when it comes to R&B albums. So yes, that being said, this is my first YouTube channel video, and I had to talk about I'll talk about Cisco and Cisco's first album, Unleash the Dragon, right? So If you enjoyed this is the first, so I think we improve as we move on. This is the first, and I think this is where I would sign out from this edition. Until next time, let me leave you with this. This is actually not a Nasha song. This is not a Cisco song actually. This is. Tell me the name of the song. If you can tell me the name of the song and who sang the song, you win something. Thank you. That's it. We're signing out.